Yeah, I did press for it. Hey, there you go, gorgeous.
We are here. Hey, how are you, Queen?
Hey, how are you, Empress? How are you? Long time no hear, no see. How you been?
I am so good, goddess. I am good, y'all. Listen, I am so happy that you hit me up, right? Because I don't know how you're gonna start this show, but me and you go back so long, and I'll never forget that day in New York when I came to New York to perform, and you actually saw me on the subway, and you were like, "The blend," and I was like, "Whoa!" And you'd already been following me years, remember? And you gave me your number, right? And you said to me, "If just call me and we'll hook up, or if anything happens, call me." And it was really mad. It was really synchronicity that you gave me your number, because I literally missed the last China bus back to Philly after the event that I performed at. And you actually came to my rescue, and I actually ended up staying at your house. And your family met me, you know, on the subway when I found my way out towards your house and stuff. And then I remember staying with y'all all night. And then y'all walked me back to the subway in the morning. So you mean a lot to me, whether you know it or not. I know we don't talk every day and stuff, but you are a solid queen, a solid goddess for real. So it's an honor to be here, and I'm glad you're expanding your horizons, because you're so talented. You know what I'm saying? I remember you gave me that little interview when I saw you too.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, that day was crazy. I was real tired. However, you know, once I saw a distress call, that was it. I had to be there, you know. That's just who I am as a person, you know. So I have no problem. Anytime you hear New York, you already know. Just hit me up. I'm there. I'm there. So for the viewers that's coming in who don't know, this is D Blend Persian Papers. Okay. She's very deep into the independent world as far as music. Okay, she works very closely with independent artists as well as some celebrities too. Don't get it twisted. Just because we're independent don't mean that, you know, we ain't gonna connect with some of the best in the industry. Okay, but yeah, tonight this is not about me. I want to know what you've been up to, because it's been a while. Okay, so I'm playing catch up, and we want our viewers who's part of our Matter Had a Crew, Matter Had a Pro, which is, you know, you catch us on YouTube. We're there. I'm trying to go ahead and put it on cable channels and things. I'm still waiting for that confirmation to come through. And it's a go. So I'm so happy. I'm excited about this project. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to ask you a series of questions. And of course, we're going to have some girl chat, because, you know, we got to have some girl chat in here. I want to talk about some relationships. We got some real issues going on right about now when it comes to relationships. So we're going to go into that. Okay, so just take it away. Let everybody know who you are, where you're from, and what are you up to these days?
So listen, as you know, as Queen has already said, my original name was D Blend, aka Persian Paper. But I've moved, my name has now transitioned into Strong Jewel. I'm actually from the UK. I'll explain the name changes in a bit, but I'm from the UK. I came into the independent industry in 2007. I actually came in as an independent artist, but I've always been promoting. As soon as I came on the internet, I was just finding myself as an artist. So I used to really go hard for independent artists. I basically followed loads of group pages, you know, all over the world, basically. And that's how I started to network with everybody. Then what happened in 2013, my connections with America got a lot closer, and I came out here for a couple of weeks. It was dope. I did some business and stuff, and then I went back to the UK. And then in February 2015, I ended up relocating to Philly. And since I relocated to Philly for the first couple of years, obviously I was performing and stuff. But then at the beginning of 2017, I actually started my own radio. But prior to that, I was working for other different independent radios and entertainment companies, like hosting events for independent artists and, you know, things like that. So I just made the decision in 2017 to start my own radio. I started a radio called Mix and Blend Radio, which only plays clean music only. And then in October 2017, I was very blessed to connect with DJ Shizmatic. Shout out to my baby. I connected with him, and he already had Iron Throne Recordings. So then I started Iron Throne Radio because I wanted another avenue to be able to play explicit music, because we all know in the industry, whether you like clean music, whether you like music with substance, there's a lane for everything. You feel what I'm saying? And I felt like I was cutting myself short just, you know, saying I'm only playing clean music, even though I'm still bringing that radio back, but I've just been pushing Iron Phone Radio more, but I'm ready to, so.
Okay, that's
I'm losing you a little bit.
Like, well, you know, I want to go back to what you were saying, how you came in from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
I had never been there. I'm sure it's a beautiful place. I've heard of it. Many artists go overseas to perform. Even some of the great people in the industry goes over there, and it seems as though they're more loved and still recognizable there. You know, so my question is for you, what made you have that decision, make that decision on saying, you know what, UK, it's been nice, peace out, but I'm going to the US?
I'll be honest with you, like, okay, so I'm gonna make it real brief. When I was 14 years old, my dad actually paid for me and my brother to come to do 2 weeks in America in DC with my cousins, and then we did 2 weeks in Toronto. And when I was young, the way I love music, and when I came here and I was hearing the radio and I was hearing the music out here, because obviously, you know, I always listened to the radio in the UK, but when I came out here, it just opened my eyes up to like so much more music, you know, that I hadn't even heard on the radio in the UK. So I remember, and it wasn't just that, it was just like, I don't know, like the vibe, I felt at home. It was really weird. And I always said to myself from that point, yo, I would love to live in either Canada or America. And then you know how life is, you know, I got caught up, you know, my parents ended up splitting up. It was a madness, but you know, life goes on, and I just continue to just be, you know, live on my own, be independent, work, whatever. And then it just got to a point in my life where I realized how many years were going by. And then when I realized, I didn't even realize I could sing, to be honest, until 2006. And when I realized I could sing, and I was like, hey, hold up, like, I could really do something. Like, I could really do a lot more than what I was doing, because I was just working like 9 to 5s. But I've always been a hustler. I've never just had one job. I've always had 2 or 3. Like, I can't just have one income. I'm not one of the, I have to have multiple streams coming in, however I'm doing it. But like, I ended up working in retail, and oh my goodness, I worked my way up real quick, have my own store, manager, all that stuff. But I'm telling you, like, that corporate world and just the white collar world and all that, I was like, nah, man, there's got to be more to life than this. Like, there has to be. And I just one day sat down and I kept crying, right? And I was like, you know what? There's more to life than this. Like, I don't have any kids. I love to travel because I've always traveled. Like, so I was like, you know what? I have the opportunity to go to America, man. So why not just bite the bullet and go? I don't have no kids holding me down. I sold everything, and I just took the risk and I came. And it was a big risk, but thank the Lord I'm still here. So.
Yeah, thank God that, you know, the US is so welcoming, you know, because they sometimes it's very hard on immigration, you know, and I'm sure you heard.
I went through it. I went through it. They abused me bad at immigration. They held me for 6 hours. They went through they ripped over my cases. They wanted all my passwords to my social media. They pushed me around. They spoke to me like, obviously, like crazy. I had a brand new MacBook Pro that I brought out with me. They actually stabbed it up with like a screwdriver or something. Yeah, like that was a madness. But in the end, obviously, they let me through. But I was like, I had to kind of reevaluate the situation, because even when they let me through, I was like, all right, I want to report them, because that's a brand new MacBook Pro. Anyone knows how much MacBooks are, right? It's a lot of money. So I was like, yeah, I'm like, okay, boom. Should I like report it and sue them, or am I just grateful that I got through and I'm here? And I was like, you know what, Nassie, money and material things ain't nothing. They allowed you to come through. So you know what, just leave it. Don't say nothing. Just be happy that you're here. You feel what I'm saying? So I left it, and I was just like grateful. I was like, you know what, this is where, that's just material. Don't worry about it. It still worked. You feel me? It just didn't look obviously as like Chris, but I was just like, yeah, let me just leave it. Because I felt like if I reported them, I felt like my name would come up on their, like I would be flagged up a lot, and they would probably give me a lot of issues. Yeah, so I had to, you know, use my third eye and think like, no, just be happy you're here. Yeah. So.
Yes, I'm glad that, you know, you came through safe, because it's sort of, I was about to say, you know, immigration sometimes can be very foul. And I'm sure you've seen the reports on the news, how the Haitians were, and they were just rounding them up like cattle.
Yeah. And you know what's, yeah, sorry, go on. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you know what's the craziest thing about it, right? I used to always wrap my head, because obviously, you know, I was born Muslim. I say I'm more spiritual though, really, but my, you know, I still, you know, I was born Muslim, but even though I'm spiritual, and I was wrapping my head. And when I chose to come out here, I was like, I already knew and had an idea what they were like border control, customs and that. So I was like, because I look of Eastern descent, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wear my head wrap. I'm just going to wear my hair out. And I literally, they still stopped me. And it's still stopped. There's even more to the story, but that's probably for a whole nother, it would take too long for me to tell you. But it was weird because, you know what? When I went to the border when I went to customs, I was gonna go to one guy, and I saw this other guy on the other lane, and I could just sense like this negative energy from him. So this other guy was calling me, said, "Come here." When I went to walk there, he was like, "Nah, you come here now." And I was like, I knew it there. My skin tingled. I was like, yo, they're gonna give me, he's gonna give me a hard time, and he did. And it was all it's all based on skin tone, skin color, and yeah. So that was my welcome.
It's just unfortunate to this day, you know, 2021 going to 22, that we're still experiencing that sort of treatment, you know? Right. As much as we prove to society and the nation and the world at large that we are very capable of maintaining ourselves, working with others, you know, and building a country all together. Like, how much more do you need from us? How much more? Like, I don't want to be on here to preach and things like that, because like you said, this is a whole nother segment. But, you know, I'm glad that you're here. And it was meant for you to go through what you did, because it just strengthened you and it gave you the wisdom to just keep moving forward. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, inspiration to many. So God bless you for that, sis, for real. You know?
That means a lot.
So, you said that you were singing. Are you working on any of your own projects at the moment?
Hey,
like, what's going on?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I know. I am. It's been a long time, I'll be honest with you. I literally have been concentrating so much on like promoting other people, you know, for years now, and obviously building the radio up. And now, you know, the radio kind of, how can I say, obviously the radio is continuing to just grow. And obviously I still have to put mad work in, but I am working behind the scenes. I got some projects coming. I'm really happy. And obviously I'm not saying too much, but yeah, I'm coming back. I'm bringing it back with a bang. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so is there particular producers that you're working with right now?
Yes, shout out to DJ Shizmatic. He's in the chat. That's my baby. Yeah, me and him, we locked in. We've been locked in for a time.
Hi.
Hey, that's what's up. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm locked in with him. I've tried. You know what it is? So many people have wanted to work with me, but it's like when I was doing music from 2000 and when I was doing music from 2007 all the way through to 2016, I never really did I never released anything that was just me. It was always collaborations. So I had to kind of sit back, and I've had people offer me money to do collaborations and stuff like continuously. And I've just had to say, hey, like, respectfully, I appreciate it. One day we will, but right now I'm working on me, and I really need to put out a body of work just myself. Yeah.
Yes. So I understand at one point you was working with another entity. What was the name? Top Mics. What happened with that?
Oh, we still connected. Yeah, let me tell you a story. Yeah, shout out to Top Mics, because Top Mics has been supporting me from when I was in the UK. I actually hosted a UK Top Mics. That was in, let me remember the year now. I think that was in 2011. It was in 2011. I hosted it. I performed like 3 songs. And they made me Top Mics approved top artist for 6 years on the trot. And then when they see me do the transition into the radio, they said to me, yo, you are like one of the perfect people to have as an A&R for any like label or whatever's out there, and we definitely would like you to help like, you know, promote the shows, host the shows, and get people to perform. And that's what I've been doing. So I haven't hosted a show yet. I'm due to host their show in Philadelphia on March the 22nd at the African American Museum. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be hosting that event. And but meanwhile, I've been, you know, all the artists that I network with, I've been getting them on the show. So anyone that's interested in getting the shows, they just hit me up. And they put out on shows everywhere, like Jersey, New York, Texas, like where all different states. So yeah, we're still connected. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Top Mics, as far as I can recall, have put on a lot of independent artists, you know, on showcasing. And you know, we need to continue to have these platforms, you know, especially like the one that you have right now with Iron. Come on now, come on, you spill the beans. You like gotta go into more. Yes, y'all see that logo on the back? Keep it in mind what that is back here.
And we got a new one. We got a new one though. We got a new one still. But yeah, you know, you gotta keep things spicy. You gotta keep upgrading. You gotta keep So yeah, you said tell us a little bit more about the show.
Yes, give us some more about the show.
Yeah,
and the crew members. You know, what are you looking for in the artist? What are the requirements to send in your information? You know, just give us a little bit more.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm From Radio obviously is an independent artist radio and review show. We broadcast like 4 times a week. And basically anybody can submit their music. We've never been genre specific. We accept absolutely any genre. We accept any level of artistry. I always do advise people though, because what happens with us when you send music in, if we rate on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah? And if we rate it 9 or 10, you automatically win consistent rotation. So I always say, and it's not always the case, so I understand that some people just want feedback. They want their confidence built up. But I always do say, try and submit your best. Because when you submit your best, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's better for you because some people are only going to give you one chance to listen to your music. And if you ain't submitting your best, they ain't gonna want to listen again. Not me, I'm not like that. But I'm just saying, when you're looking for radio ready music, when you're looking for radio ready music. But when I say not me, I'm not gonna put anything on rotation that is not radio ready. That's not happening. Like, you have to have the production on point, your flow, your timing. Like everything has to be synchronized. It has to be. It all has to flow. It all has to be top notch. But like I said, what we do not do is we do not bash you. If you do send something and it's not good, we don't say, yo, you might as well give up, man. You might as well go and get another job. We don't do that. We give
I watch programs like that. You're like, oh, did you really say that? Like, you know, you just killed somebody's dream. You know,
and that's not good. You know why? Like, I've experienced it. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, as being an independent artist, which a lot of people don't even know, because I never promote myself on my radio unless someone specifically says, "Can you play something?" I'll just chuck something old on, but I wait till the end of the show. Like, I've had so much more love than hate, but at the same time, I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, what the F is this? What the fuck is this? Like, yeah, you better give up. You better stop and da-da-da. And I actually did let it affect me. And I feel like it was because it was people closer to me. It wasn't really the people that weren't close to me, but it was people closer to me. You know, the people that I allowed in my circle, you know what I'm saying, that I eventually saw was, oh, okay. Like at the time, you know, you can't believe it. You get so upset, and I let it get to me, and then I stopped doing music for a while. But then when I checked the ratio, I'm like, hold up. Like, no. Girl, you got it. Just, you know what I mean? Just ignore him and just keep pushing. And eventually it's funny because them same people come back like, hey, what's up? Hey, I like your song. You feel me? So, you know, I try to lead with love. And even when it doesn't, even when, you know, you get that negativity, I just pull myself away. But it's still no malice when I see, like, if I bump into it, but I'll still just, you know, nod or hey, what's up? And just keep it moving. Because I feel like in this industry, the worst thing you can do is burn bridges. Like, at the end of the day, if someone wants to burn a bridge with you, let that person burn the bridge with you, but don't burn your bridge with them. You get what I'm saying? So if they want to burn it with you to make you walk away, allow that. I mean, not allow it, but just walk away. But at the end of the day, keep your crown on and make sure you don't burn that bridge, because you never know when you're going to buck up into them people again. So you have to make sure that from your heart, you've been sincere and you've just moved accordingly. Yeah.
Sis, I'm not even going to add to that. Like you said, a mouthful is so true. You cannot allow people to get inside your head. You can't.
Exactly.
If there's
Exactly.
anything in this world that you need to do, viewers, keep that in mind, okay? If there's anything in this world that you want to do, you love doing what you do, and you might need a little tweak here and there, just do the research. Get around the right people, okay? Don't be around the people who's going to bring you down, you know, with the negativity. We don't need that. It's not right, you know?
Exactly.
You know, just keep going. I love that message. Like you said, a mouthful. I can't even add to that.
Thank
Seriously.
you. Because it's true that, like, if you look at like this, just look at history. Look how much negativity as people we've been through, right? So it's like this, and even in life periods, like there's so much negativity. Why I can't fathom why people, you know what I mean? How and why? One, why people want to bring that on people, and then two, how people cannot put together the pieces of the puzzle. Like, we are in a matrix, right? Do you not understand that everything is energy? So whatever you are putting out is going to come back. It might not come back right away, but guess what? You're going to wonder why this is happening, why this is happening, why this is happening. Well, check yourself. And I'm not saying that you can't flip it, because you can, but you have to sincerely sincerely, first of all, admit your faults, admit where you've gone wrong, and really make a change, like, and really start to move forward in a different manner. Because at the end of the day, things can be forgiven, but if you continue to have that same negative energy, that's all you're going to keep getting slapped back with. Yeah.
Oh, I agree. Oh, I totally agree with you. This is a conversation I have with my kids all the time, all the time. And anybody else I come across, we have this conversation. Energy is the most powerful thing that you will ever possess. Okay? So you have to choose your battle wisely. You know? And people don't understand, when you do something, it comes back 10 times fold. It's real. Be careful what you say to people, because the words alone cut like a knife.
Listen, I gotta say this. Exactly, you just said it. And it even gets as deep as, like, songs. Like, when you're writing a song, be careful what you're talking about. If you're talking about experiences that you've been through, that's different, because you are just relaying your story, and it's art, it's expression, right? But if you are writing a song, you're talking about, I don't know, gang banging, blah 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 blah, and I'm gonna do this, and this is gonna, and da 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 da. Yeah, be very freaking careful, because the universe is listening, all right? And words are energy, and it will all come back. So yeah, it's you know, you have to be very, very careful. And can I just shout out everyone that's in the room, because there's some of my people that shout out to guys. Vita's the greatest. I'm gonna have to tap you in, Carmel. She is outstanding. A female artist, man. She is like one of the rawest lyricists and MCs from the Bronx, man, New York. I absolutely love her. She said some people are raw talent. They need, She said they need more work than others, but they've become very skilled. And shout out to Karen Bonan's in the building, Louise Hamill. Shout out to Samantha Lavelle, Certified Entertainment Activated Podcast is in the building. Michelle Gracie's in the building. She's a phenomenal actress. And DJ, she's like my baby. And then so I have to tap you into Sparrow as well. Oh my goodness. She is an advocate for sex trafficking. She has an album out called Sparrow's Nest, available on Bandcamp and other platforms. But definitely, if you want to purchase it from Bandcamp, because 100% of the proceeds go to her. And she, man, I'm telling you, she's next level. So I'm definitely going to tap you in. Yeah.
Make sure you get in contact with me. Make sure you forward that information. I could bring her on the program. We could talk about that, because that's one of the topics that's like being swept underneath the rug right now. Like, you see it, and it's gone. You know, it's not. So yes, I would definitely have her on the show so we can talk about that. Okay?
I definitely will. Yeah, I definitely will as well. And then just shout out to Big Sleep as well, because Big Sleep, man, oh my God, he supports every single independent artist, every single independent entity. He is phenomenal. We've also got shout out to who I've got here. Hold on, I see Ange. Shout out to Ange, because I met her on Clubhouse. She has an artist called Sora and Billy James that are coming on I'm From Radio this Saturday coming, actually. She and her whole team, DJ B Mills, are amazing. Shout out to them as well. And yeah, shout out to all your people in the building too. Shout out to Butterfly too. She said love her energy. Hey, that's love. Oh, and Stephanie with 2 E's R&B, who I already tapped you into. Remember? I tapped you into her. Yeah, she got the 90s again song. So yeah.
Yeah. All is welcome. Now, I would love to shout out the people that's on here that I know. Unfortunately, I ain't got the glasses on. My sister's kind of blind right about now, and my hand is not sturdy with this phone. So I definitely want to just say thank you for turning in and joining in.
Shall I shout them out for you?
Yeah, do it for me, girl. Cause I'm
gonna do it for you. That's what queens do. We're there for each other. You got it's Chitteran Jansona. Chitteran Jansona is in the building. David Swing Edwards is in the building. Who else we got on here? Hold on. D4A2N0K710. So I got just reading out your Instagram name. So, oh yeah, shout out to Martis Mac in the building as well, man. Yo, a lot of people in the building. That's love. That's love. Was she laughing at me reading the names? She's laughing at me.
Let me tell you something. I love to have fun. I love to have fun. That was the silly moment. That was just so silly. I had to admit it. Like, listen, I'm gonna be like this. Okay, we can't copy me like this. We can't do that. So the next time I'll make sure I have the contacts or something on, because that is not cute whatsoever. But I want to keep that real because I love it. You know, this is real life.
It's real life.
You know,
definitely.
Yeah. So remember, I want to have girl talk now. I want to have the girls talk.
Let's go. You know what I mean?
So we talking about. Now we talk about, you know, relationships in the industry. We're having our team together, you know, to make things happen. So what about in our love life? How's your love life these days? If you don't mind sharing with us.
It's good. It's good. I'll be honest with you. It is good. It works for me. You know why it works for me? Because I'm so busy. Like I have 4 jobs now. I have 5 plantation jobs, and I'm doing the radio, and I'm trying to get back into my music, and I've got my mom who's on her own in the UK. Like because the rest of her family, sadly, rest in peace, are not here. I mean, my brother's here, but he's so caught up with his family, he doesn't really speak to my mom. So I have to make sure I keep my relationship with her going. You know what I'm saying? And still be there for my girls when they need me. So I feel like my relationship works perfect for me because he doesn't live with me. He lives where he lives. I live where I live. We both love music. We're both creative. He supports my platform. I'm proud of him. He's proud of me. And, you know, it's just, I feel like it's dope. It's dope. It gets a little, how can I say, it gets a little hard sometimes because he's an entrepreneur. He works so hard. And then I'm working and I work. So when he want to see me sometimes, we don't really see much of each other because I'm doing my radio and he's doing his thing and da-da-da-da. But the phone connection is always, it's locked. Like, and I'm glad we have video chat because we can talk like probably 20 times a day. So yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
See, that's so beautiful. I love to hear when couples know how to work it out, know how to compromise, know when to give a person their space and have the independence. You understand?
Yes,
you come together. You also always have to maintain that independent stance for yourself, you know, and respect it. Respect the time, respect the time apart, everything. You know, I think that's beautiful. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. And I feel like this is important too. I feel like, you know, as well as like respect the time and stuff, like y'all have to really respect each other too. And you have to have trust. There has to be trust. If there's not trust, it's going to be an issue. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest, like, you know, I mean, he gets women in his inbox and, you know, I get a lot of dudes. Luckily, I don't get a lot of dudes in my inbox trying to come at me because I don't know. My persona is not, you know me too. You've met me. My persona is not like that. I'm very friendly, but I don't take no, I'm not, you know, I'm just not that, how can I say, my energy is not like, yeah, come, yeah, hit me in my inbox. I've actually got a thing on my Instagram that says no DM, like no direct messages. Unless it's musical business, don't do it. And anybody that comes at me that's not, I don't even reply. I just bliggity block. Because to me, I'm not
like that. That sounds like a song right there. That sounds like a song. Make sure you write that down. Bliggity block. Yes.
Bliggity block. That was bliggity block. Yeah. And you're off a lot. Bliggity block. Yeah. Yeah.
Relationships is easy. Like recently I was online because I'm always online. I'm always reading different articles and especially the Shade Room. I know everybody pays attention to the Shade Room. And it was talking about, I think the baby is having problems with baby mamas or something like that or whatever. So It says something about the fact how they was together, and she's claiming him more, and he's not claiming her, saying that she was the side chick and things like that. But yeah, he moved up in, knocked her up, had a baby. The baby's here. Now he's kicking her out, and now she's back in the news because she's been accused of assaulting him. So my question is to you: where does a person draw a line when it comes to situations like that, like having all your business out on the internet? How do you feel about social media and relationships when it comes to social media?
Okay, so I'm probably gonna answer that in two, because me, this is the thing with me. Like I don't like no one. I mean, I don't like no one knowing about my relationship unless I'm willing to tell them about my relationship. You feel me? Like if I want to put it out there, that's my choice to put it out there. If I want to tell someone about it, that's my choice. One thing I like, as much as it has so many pluses, it does have so many negatives. And especially when you think about getting to a point of fame, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like when you get to that level of fame, because you have the paparazzi, you have, like, you literally yourself, and you know that anything you do, it's gonna be recorded, it's gonna be out there. So like I feel like when you're in a position and you know you have that status, then you must know that anything you do is good. Anything you do, you know it's gonna get put out there, right? So my theory, this is the way I see it. So anything that you do, you must be, how can I say it? Like, you must be okay with doing it, because if you know your level of status, you must know that, you know, being at that level of fame and being that level of star that you are, that it's obviously going to leak out. It's obviously going to get out. There's no way you can avoid it. But I agree with Butterfly. Like, nobody should have their personal business on social media. I mean, look at Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? And I can name some other couples, or I can name some other female artists, like Sade. Sade is an OG. Yeah? She is like the OG of the OG. No one knows about her personal business. She hardly does any interviews, but yet she still has that level of fame. You feel me?
That's right.
And even Jay-Z and Beyonce, they have that thing where they allow people to know what they want, what they are okay with them knowing. But anything they're not okay with them knowing, we don't know.
That's right. That's right.
You feel me?
That's right.
And it's really not rocket science. Like, especially if you know, even before, okay, say before you even get famous, right? You look at magazines, you're watching your idols, you see the stories, you watch everything there. So you already know what it's hitting for. So don't go into it and be so dumb and blind that, oh, I'm going to do this to this girl, and then I'm going to disown her, and think that girl who had less, or that dude before he met you had less, and then you've treated them that way. Come on, man. Of course, of course the story's going to be everywhere, because they'll get paid to tell the story on you. It's crazy. That whole side of it's crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yes. That's what actually made me change my mind, because there was, sorry to cut you just real quick. At one point I was like, yeah, you know, watching MTV, watching all the stars, like, yeah, I want to, but I never believed I could be it. But I was like, yeah, that's the life I want. But then when I, you know, got knowledge of self, when I actually transitioned into Strong Jewel, when I really got knowledge of self, when the transition from the blend Persian paper got even stronger with Strong Jewel, like, I was like, you know what? I just want financial freedom. I just want financial freedom to make sure I'm happy and I want to help people. Once I've helped my family, I just want to know I can help people. And even without finances, that's why I started well, you have to have finances to start a radio, but even with minimal finances, I still help people. Like, I connect people. People that come on my show, I want to have you on my show now. Because it's like, I know when you come on my show, and so many people are going to connect with you, and it's just going to open up so many doors. So, yeah, like, fame is not, that's never, well, it was at one point, I got to be honest with me, but then when I, like I said, got knowledge of stuff, I'm like, I don't even want the fame. I just want the financial freedom. That's it. There's a big difference. I want to be able to escape. I want to be able to go where no one knows I'm at. You feel me? And just come out and come back when I want to come out and come back. Not be in the limelight all the time. Yeah. That's
right. The less people know about your business, the better. Because it just complicates things, you know? And it's so messy. It's just so messy.
But it's negative. It's a negative. It's not a positive. Definitely isn't. At all.
Yeah, but it's just terrible. Like, yeah, but relationships, like, for myself, like, I'm very private. I'm very private.
Me too.
Nobody's. I used to put it out there. Oh yeah, I'm in love with so and so. No, no, no more. I'm not. No. Because what I see is that a lot of people is not happy for you, and you shouldn't be looking for that validation anyway.
Facts, facts, exactly. And you know what? That's so true. That's so true because like I never ever. I'll be honest with you. Like I never ever put any of my relationships out there like that ever. And it wasn't. I mean, I'm keeping it 100. It wasn't until obviously, you know, coming to America and then, you know, actually meeting someone and we like the same thing, but it's because we were working together. You know what I mean? Like DJ Shiz, we were working together. So it's like we were advertising the studio and then people saw us out.
Right.
And, you know, that's a little bit different because we're working together and, you know what I mean? People could feel the energy between us and stuff. That's different. I had like, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't blatantly, yeah. And it, you know, yeah, this is us. Like, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, I concur with that one. I went through the same thing. Same thing, girl.
Yeah.
So I do understand that.
Yeah. But it is crazy. I feel like I said, like, we're just talking about relationships, though. Putting your relationship business out there is not good. But when it comes to putting out what you've been through, that's good therapy for people. That's a good release to actually talk publicly. Yeah. I just wanted to separate the two so people don't think, well, no, sometimes it's good to, yeah, but we're talking about relationships, not, you know, anything else.
Right. That's a whole nother segment.
I know, that's a whole different segment. Yeah, definitely.
Because I could share some stories now.
Listen, me too. You don't understand. Like I went on shout out to Zion, the Proof podcast. He had me on there, right? And it was funny. He was like, when I got on there before we went live, he was like, I said, hey, so you know, what's the questions and that? He was like, I just want you to tell your story. I was like, but I have so many. Like, what do you mean? My story, like, you know, I have so many and I'm not ready to tell them, like, you know. So I just told the basic one about, you know, coming to America and stuff. So yeah, I got a lot.
Yeah, but sis, let me so for those who's tuning in and who doesn't know, this is Carmel Farrell. That's PH, 1L, 1 love. And of course, this is my beautiful sister. Go ahead, go in here, sister. We tag teaming here. We tag teaming. So listen, like I'm so happy to see that you're consistent with your radio broadcast with the program. I understand it's like over 4 years.
Over 4 years now. Yep. We just celebrated our anniversary on October the 7th. Yeah, October the 7th. It was 4 years anniversary, so it's over 4 years now. But actually, my other radio I was doing way before that too. So, but just I celebrate like Iron for Radio more than that one because I'm bringing that one back soon. But yeah, 4 years, long time.
4 years. Like consistency is key. It's definitely key. You know, I understand that you also recently had an interview with Special Ed, hip hop. Now, you know, we all love our hip hop. You be here, okay? Because I think that you know. Okay, that's to the heart. So I didn't get the chance to watch the episode, but after I get off with you, I'm definitely going to go ahead and log in and watch it because I missed it the other night. All right, but tell me how much your experience talking to a pioneer as such as Special Ed. How was the experience for you? How are you feeling at the moment?
Oh my goodness! Let me tell you something. I swear, like, I have never been so nervous. Like, I'm not starstruck. I don't get starstruck, right? But it was funny. I feel like I wasn't starstruck. It was more, the nerves was more, I don't want to mess up. Like, I got this icon, this pioneer, like, so influential in front of me. I can't come on there and mess up. And it was cool, you know, before we went live, we chatted a little bit. And then I actually played his artist. Shout out to City the Great, which is one of his artists. I played his track to open up the show. And then when I went to do the introduction, guess what happened? I went, yo, it's your girl, Strong Jewel, a.k.a. Blend, a.k.a. Pleasure People. We are back with a super exclusive interview. We have City the Great. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Special Ed. And you know what was so dope about it? It was so, like, he was so cool. It made him laugh. Like, he was like, and I was like, I am so sorry. I said, but he is your artist, though. And he was like, you good? And I was like, oh, you know, but it just showed the rawness of me. Like, I'm just, you know, I'm human. I'm not trying to come on here, like, you know, it's like, and you know,
what's going on?
Myself. Huh? Oh,
hold on, sis. Hold on.
Okay. It was spinning.
Hold on. That's your end or mine?
Your end. It's your end.
My grandbaby running around right now. I hope she's not touching anything.
Oh. But yeah, but then it was really dope. Like, I mean, I ain't even gonna hold you. The way me and him resonated, like just the things he was saying, and I was like, man, I am so glad you're saying that. I say that all the time, and it was kind of surreal. I'll be honest with you, it was surreal, but it was such a pivotal moment for me too. And the thing is, I want to shout out to Arrested Development, because I had speech from Arrested Development on. And I'm getting goosebumps talking about the special interview.
Have people log in. Come on, give us some more details about him. Be all ears.
Yeah, so like I'm like even talking about the interview, even the whole time I was sitting here with like interviewing special ed, I'm getting goosebumps. And when I had speech on, I think it was like 4-5 months ago, speech from Arrested Development. Arrested Development, when I was young, I used to be like, oh, I love them. I would love to meet them one day. And I'm sitting here right in front, and I want to shout right in front of speech. And he had the same energy as special ed. Like and he kept saying to me, I love what you do. I love the way you support independent artists. He was like, in your energy. And I was just like, the whole time I was just getting goosebumps and stuff. And it was surreal, but so real. And it was so humbling to me. You know, it was really, really humbling to me, because I was like, oh, wow, this is so dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was just, yeah, it's next level. I loved it. Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't want to let them go. I wanted to keep them on, obviously. So I let them go.
It be like that, you know, because the thing is, you grow up listening to their music and admiring what they do. And then you finally get the chance to meet them as, you know, you're more mature, you're an adult now. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe this person's in front of me. What am I going to say? Like for myself, I'm more on a back end of things. Okay, I'm behind the camera, I'm the audio, I'm the editing, I'm doing all these things. Okay, so when I have my host, he's phenomenal at what he does, you know? Right. So now that he's not around, I have to fill in the void. And it's not an easy task. I'm not an interviewer. I'm not. Okay, I'd rather be on the sideline just listening and watching and making sure everything goes smooth. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, in life, as we know it, we have to evolve. You know, so I'm definitely want to hit you up with some advice and you know how I can do things, because you know I'm doing this, and as you can see, how my phone is. I got to get one of those stands.
You gotta get one of these. Yeah.
So I'm not doing all this. And of course, my glasses, you know, I should have had the glasses with me. So
but you're doing great though, because you are though. Because I remember when I bucked up into you in New York that time. No, I swear you interviewed me, because you interviewed me then, real briefly with the phone. Because I remember. Yeah, you did.
In fact, that interview should still be up on our Matter Had a Pro page on Facebook. If I'm not mistaken, it should still be up there.
It
should still be.
I need to share that, because that's dope. That's definitely like history for me and for you, like for real. That's dope.
Yeah, we go a long way. God, we go a long way.
Like, way back. Way back.
I knew for a fact, once I was in the industry doing what I do, I was not coming back out of it. You know what I mean? You go work a 9 to 5, work 2 jobs and everything, but it's nothing like working behind the scenes and meeting everyone and networking like crazy. Exactly. You know, I love it.
And doing what you love. It's like me. Like, I don't want to continue working like 5 jobs. I want to be able to do what I do right here, right now, consistently. And I know it's going to happen. It's just, I have to keep grinding though until it does. And I'm like you. I do everything myself. I got the mixers, the computer, everything. I do everything. It's just me. I sit here because, you know, he'll help me if he's here, but he's always, you know, running, doing what and I'm not going to stop him from being great himself. You feel me?
That's
yeah. So I'm with you. Anything you need, I'll help you. Anything you need to know. Yeah, you know, definitely.
Thank you, sis. I greatly appreciate that. You know that. That's from the heart. And that's one thing, you know, viewers, you know, if you have anyone that has a small business and they thriving and, you know, you see them a little struggle, just helping in any little way, like even a little
Exactly.
promo, a little shout out. You know, if you're sitting with somebody on the bus or on a train and you just so happen to be speaking to a stranger, let them know.
Exactly.
You know, it's not. It doesn't necessarily always have to be monetary.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be about money all the time. Just
Exactly.
a little advice, some words of encouragement. You know, a pen for that matter. Who cares? As long as you're supporting in some sort of way, you know.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And I just want to go back. I want to salute as well, because I mentioned speech and special ed. I have to salute to MJ, Marissa MJ Hip Hop Connects, because if it wasn't for her, they wouldn't have even been on my show. She's outstanding. She's been supporting me for years. She's seen me perform. She's been on my show. And she actually told me when she came on the show, you are one of the artists that I love you as an independent artist, which I never knew, which was dope. But yeah, just salute to her, because she's massive right now. She's working, like I said, she's like the publicist for special ed, and like she's working with everybody she looked up to in hip hop. And it's just women empowerment, man. Like, I get so inspired, not just by females that have been doing it longer than me. I even get inspired by younger ones that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might have been doing it longer, but the younger ones coming up, they inspire me too. And I feel like as females, we should give flowers to the women that support us. Why is it we only want to, why is it not we, but like, why is it a lot of people, and men too, y'all want to take the credit like it's just you? No, you was inspired by people. Why can't you give the flowers to the people that inspire you? Why do you have to only give the flowers to the people you feel that have the most followers? Why not give flowers to the person that had 50 followers that might not even be as big as you? Why not give flowers to them? When you're on a level, pull back and say, hey, you know what, I'm here, but you know what, I want to say thank you. And I always make sure I do that, sis. Like, I want to thank you to this person, because this person inspired me, and this queen. And that's why I can meet a queen that I've not known that long, and I literally, if I feel she's inspired me, I will literally hit her up and say, hey, you know what, like, I'm like you, I'm inspired by you, and I have no issue saying it, no problem. And I feel like we as people, if we was more cool like that, because I'm cool like that, it would just, you know what I mean? Just imagine, like, you know, how much better people would feel. Because I feel like, you know, everyone's dealing with some sort of trauma, when, you know, people that haven't, you know, dealt with it. And it's like, you know, if people gave people their flowers the right way and stuff, like, we would all feel a lot more elevated and uplifted, rather than trying to take the credit like it was all you. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. And that's another reason why I came up with Matter Had a Pro. And so we got to highlight those people who's behind the scenes that doesn't get the light shine on them.
Exactly.
Because it takes a team.
Thanks. It does.
Who, you know, flashing the materialism and all that stuff like that, or whatever, and all the fame, and oh my God, you know. But yeah, well, what about the people behind them? What about the makeup? What about the photographers? What about the DJs? What about, you know, so, you know, shout out to everybody that's in mainstream. But at the same instance, always get, like my sister was saying, give people their flowers. It's overdue.
Exactly.
We shouldn't die to say, oh my God, you know, they were so great at what they did, and you know, we shouldn't have to wait until, you know, we putting up rest in peace signs. We shouldn't have to wait for that.
Exactly. That's facts.
It's now, do it.
And it's sad. It's sad. It is sad, and that's right. We should. And like I said before, like, and another reason why I accept everyone on my platform. I don't care if you have freaking 2 followers. I don't care if you know what I mean, just started and you don't even have a follower. I don't care if you have 50,000. Everyone's welcome on my show. I don't care if you're doing the same thing as me. Come on my show. Let me help build your network by coming on my show. Because I've worked for different entertainment companies and radios, and I swear, that never gave me the opportunity to step up. They kept me at a certain level. And when there was an opportunity for me to expand and grow in that company, they wouldn't allow me to, and they would keep saying, oh yeah, you can, but it wasn't happening. Then when someone from an outside source wanted to source me to work for their radio, but I was still wanting to work here, but I was just like, I was honest with them and said, I was honest when the opportunity came up, and I was like, look, I have this other radio that wants me to host on a Saturday, but I'm still going to work for you on a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I got told, I literally got told, if you go and work there, you're going to lose your job with me. So guess what I said? All due respect, thank you so much for what you've paid me. Thank you so much for what you've taught me. But guess what? I'm gone. And I went. And it was the best decision I made, because that same entity, once I left, I remember we had a phone call and they were like, yo, if ever you want to come back, yeah, you know, you can come back, just call me, I'll take you back. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. Yeah, thanks. Even though I was kind of upset that you let me go, but it still felt nice that was repenting, like, yeah, whenever you want to come back. But then they invited me to an event, to host an event one day, and I wasn't feeling well. And when I went there and I told the person, look, I'm not feeling well, but I've come because I didn't want to let you down. And then when I eventually left, I went back and I had people calling me, telling me that the same person who had employed me, who had let me go, that invited me back to host the event, that was saying, anytime you want to come back, was calling them saying, oh, she looked like shit. Why was she even here looking like trash? And I was like, oh, so this is how y'all are gonna be. Okay. So it's all love still from me, because at the end of the day, what they did was people don't understand, right? When you disrespect people that are good people and have done good for you, all you're doing is elevating them more. That's all you're doing. You think you're harming them, but in essence, what you're doing and what the universe is doing is they're going to bless those people more. So if you all want to continue, y'all can continue, but you're only going to, I'm not saying that they're not going to still be successful. I'm just saying those people that you do that to, you're going to see them boop, 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 take off, like for real. So
it's so true, sis. It's so true. People need to learn how to treat people better.
Yep. Yep.
They all playing together. Like, come on now. You see what happened with the pandemic. I don't even want to go there with the pandemic. But that right there should have let everybody know that we're all in the same boat.
Exactly.
We're in between. We're all in the same boat. When everything's shut down, we all shut down.
Exactly. Yeah.
We all had uncertainty. We all had the fear.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. 100%.
Some people don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Shout out to Stephanie. I see you, girl. Love you. Bestie. She's in the building. Hey.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate you fully. This has been a beautiful interview. In fact, it wasn't even an interview. It's like us just getting back together.
Yeah. It was dope. Yeah.
I love this. It's something for me to get used to, because like I said, I'm always eyes and ears. Than I am with this. So, yeah, but
I want to thank you though as well, right? Because you really have been one of these queens that has been so consistently supportive, even though going through everything that you've gone through, and you know, and like I said, we're not the sisters that talk on the phone all the time or anything like that. But when it comes to me just doing what I do, like, you have always been there. You like, when I post up, I see you, and like I said, you know, you've got your life too, but like, I really do. I value queens and goddesses, and you know, like yourself, because like I feel like if everybody was the way that you are, oh my God, we would be in such a better world, like for real. Definitely.
Since we already there. Whatever's for us is here. It's here already.
Facts. And shout out to Pen Game Classic, man, from Certified Nation Entertainment. He tapped in, man. Make sure y'all go and download, man, Casso's theme, man. That's a project. Go and pre-order, sorry. It drops on the 20th of November, man. And he's outstanding, so I'm going to tap you in as well. I'm going to tap you in, Carmel, with him. He's fire. Yeah. And the whole team. The whole team is outstanding. Double salute, bro.
Yes. Well, sis, let's end this with giving out your information, how people can get in contact with you, and when your show is airing, and what they have to do in order to, you know, send in their requests and their information. Okay.
All right. Thank you. So yes, thank you for having me, sis. I love you. I appreciate you. So shout out to everyone that tapped in. Hey, I love and appreciate everybody, man. All love, all day. So yeah, if you want to be a part of the show, just submit your music to, let me move out of the way, Iron Throne Radio, there you see, as it's spelled, ironthroneradio@gmail.com. Just remember to put the name of the track, name of the artist, IG, and where they're from. We actually air 4 days a week. So we were meant to air today, but I didn't because I was here. So we are going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be airing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. So send your music in. We start at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We normally finish at 10 p.m., but sometimes we go longer. So send your music over. We stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram, and Clubhouse. And it's Iron Throne Radio on everything. So let me move out the way one more time for the one time. Iron Throne Radio on everything. And yeah, if you want to follow myself, it's strong as in strong, even though I've got no muscles. Jewel as in a jewel 215 on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. So yeah, just tap in, man. And if you want to have an exclusive interview, if you have an independent business, if you're an independent artist, if you're a promoter, anything you do independently, definitely tap in with us, because we will definitely support you and we will help connect the dots to your business 100%. We're about unifying and uniting, and we're about real love, we're about positivity, and that's it. So thank you. I've been honored to be here.
I'm always in the mix, always.
Thank you.
So I want to let you know, this is Carmel Farrell, PH1L, One Love. And yeah, tune in again next week, Monday. I'm going to go live again. I got to set up something, and just look out for the information. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow Mata Hatter Pro. That's with two D's, two T's, okay? Follow us on Instagram as well on Facebook, all right? Also subscribe to our channel, because that's where all the information and everything goes down.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I love you. Thank you.
Yes, I enjoyed this moment. I did. Girl, we're going to chop it up some more behind the scenes. Definitely. Everybody have a nice night. Be safe, stay blessed, and love stay powerful.
Double sleep. Stay blessed. Stay safe, y'all. Peace. Double sleep. Boom.